As technology and engineering continue to advance worldwide, humanity has gradually created magnificent structures, marking an endless journey of pushing boundaries in knowledge and technique. Since then, wealthy nations around the world have been willing to spend tens or even hundreds of billions of dollars to construct superstructures with scales and designs beyond imagination. This proves that with foresight and unwavering determination, humans can truly conquer all the limits of nature. When it comes to this place, one cannot overlook the ultra-luxury International Fangjian project. It is considered the most expensive construction ever created in the world. By 2010, the total cost had reached $150 billion, and this figure continues to rise endlessly due to humanity's boundless ambition to conquer space. This project has generated thousands of breakthroughs in the field of science and technology, from landing humans on the moon to exploring other planets in the solar system. The International Space Station, ISS, is a collaborative project among 5 major space agencies: NASA, United States; Roscosmos, Russia; JAXA, Japan; ESA, Europe; and CSA, Canada. While tech giants pour resources into space, oil industry titans like Saudi Arabia and the United Arab Emirates, UAE, assert their economic might by constructing ambitious projects that leave the world in awe of their opulence and monumental scale. Moreover, in the race for economic scale and power, many other countries have also joined with projects that are no less impressive in terms of massive investment. So what are those structures? Let's take 5 minutes to explore them in today's video. Hinkley Point Nuclear Power Plant. Like most other developed nations, the United Kingdom also invests significant resources in developing nuclear energy programs. According to 2020 statistics, nuclear power accounted for 16.1% of the United Kingdom's total electricity generation. This was also the pioneering country in developing a civilian nuclear program when it built the world's first nuclear power plant, Calder Hall at Windscale in 1956. Currently, the United Kingdom is implementing a large-scale nuclear power project, the Hinkley Point plant, involving thousands of workers. Since its commencement in March 2017, the project has faced continuous delays, primarily due to the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic, significantly driving costs above the initial estimates. By May 2022, the Hinkley Point project was already 2 years behind schedule, with estimated costs rising to £25–26 billion, over 50% higher than the initially approved budget in 2016. As of February 2023, the project cost was announced at £32.7 billion, approximately $39 billion USD, with an expected completion date of September 2028. Once operational, the Hinkley Point plant will reach a capacity of up to 3,260 megawatts, create jobs for over 25,000 people, and help reduce the country's carbon emissions. The Kashagan Oil Field Project. The year 2000 marked one of the most significant breakthroughs in the oil and gas industry with the emergence of the Kashagan field, located offshore in Kazakhstan's Caspian Sea. This is considered the most significant discovery in the past 3 decades. When first found, this oil field became the world's second largest, with an estimated recoverable reserve of around 13 billion barrels. However, due to harsh conditions such as winter sea ice and temperatures ranging from -35 degrees Celsius to 40 degrees Celsius, this area has extremely shallow waters and high hydrogen sulfide concentrations. Poor management has turned this into one of the world's most controversial oil fields. According to CNN business estimates, the cost of developing this oil field had reached approximately $116 billion by 2012. And while it is considered the most expensive energy project in the world, some other sources estimate the cost to be only around $50 billion. Due to insufficient funds to carry out the project on its own, the Kazakh government was forced to seek foreign corporations to co-invest. Therefore, the profits from the Kazakhstan mine will be divided based on the agreement between the country's government and the investors. In this, the Kazmultaygaz Corporation, representing Kazakhstan, holds a 56.85% stake, while the remaining shares are allocated to 6 other companies. The passage includes companies such as ENI, Royal Dutch Shell, Total Energies, ExxonMobil, China National Petroleum Corporation, and Impex. However, economists all acknowledge that Kazakhstan has achieved remarkable success in this high-stakes gamble. Aside from mining sovereignty rights, their cash contributions were mostly insignificant, and they also benefited from additional tax advantages. In 2019, this oil field produced 400,000 barrels per day, generating revenue of trillions of dong in the same year. Vauxhall Power Workshop. To meet the enormous electricity demand of the country, the United States has built numerous large-scale power plants. If the Grand Coulee hydroelectric plant on the Columbia River in Washington state is the largest power generation facility in the United States and ranks 10th in the world, with a total installed capacity of 6,809 megawatts. Vauxhall is renowned as the largest nuclear power plant after commencing construction of reactors 3 and 4. The Vauxhall factory was first constructed in 1976 in the state of Georgia, located in the southeastern United States, and was officially completed in 1989. This system consists of 2 units, each being a cluster of 4 identical Westinghouse 4-loop reactors, with a total power generation capacity of 2,430 megawatts. Like many nuclear power plants in North America, each reactor unit at Vauxhall is constructed with a pre-stressed reinforced concrete containment shell, featuring a hemispherical dome design on the exterior. The construction cost for this phase was approximately $8.87 billion in $1,989, equivalent to about $17.1 billion in today's currency. By 2009, the Vauxhall power plant had begun constructing 2 additional units, Vauxhall 3 and Vauxhall 4. Unit 3 was completed in July 2023, while Unit 4 is expected to be operational by the end of this year or early 2024. This additional project is carried out by the Bachdale Group, a company specializing in providing construction engineering services for 80% of nuclear power plants in the United States. In 2018, the estimated construction cost for Units 3 and 4 was approximately $25 billion. But by 2023, this figure had risen to $34 billion even though Unit 4 had not yet been completed. Thus, the total construction cost of the Vauxhall power plant could reach up to $51.1 billion United States dollars. Once operational, the Vauxhall plant will add over 2,200 megawatts of electricity, enough to power nearly 1 million households in the U.S. At the same time, it creates job opportunities for over 800 local workers. Chuo Shinkansen high-speed rail line. The Shinkansen was an entirely new concept proposed by Japan around the 1940s. At that time, the Japanese government approved the project to build a high-speed railway connecting Tokyo and Osaka, with the ambition to cut travel time from 7 hours down to just 4 hours. To realize the maglev train project, Japan sent its top engineers to Germany to learn from their experience. To adopt the standard gauge railway construction technology, 1,435 mm, from the west, as Japan had previously only used narrow gauge railways, 1,067 mm. Japan spent over a decade preparing, and it wasn't until the early 1950s that they officially mastered the entire design process on their own. Like the technology of a conventional train carriage, in 1957, Japan increased train speeds to 145 km per hour. Just 2 years later, this figure rose further to 163 km per hour. After the first Shinkansen line began operation, many new routes connecting other provinces and cities were subsequently established, but the maximum speed remained capped at 210 km per hour. Japan does not focus on competing for maximum speed, but always prioritizes safety above all else. Whenever Japanese engineers successfully develop a new generation of Shinkansen trains, their maximum speed only increases by about 20 to 30 km per hour compared to the previous version. The safety level is enhanced by 2 to 3 times compared to previous generations. Currently, Japan is still nurturing the project to build a high-speed maglev train line called the Chuo Shinkansen. This railway line is expected to reduce travel time between Tokyo and Nagoya to just 40 minutes, while the journey from Tokyo to Osaka will take approximately 67 minutes. The train can reach a maximum speed of up to 505 km per hour. The Chuo Shinkansen maglev line was approved for construction in May 2011, with an initial estimated total cost of 5.1 trillion yen, equivalent to approximately 34.17 billion United States dollars. But later, the cost increased to 9 trillion Vietnamese dongs, approximately 60.3 billion United States dollars, as most of the route was designed to run through tunnels, with some sections as deep as 40 meters in weak ground. Railway industry, further solidifying the country. Entertainment complex Dubai Lens. Dubai, the most populous city in the United Arab Emirates, is not only the Middle East's leading economic and tourism hub but also renowned for its ultra-luxurious mega-projects, epitomized by the Dubai Lens. This is the world's most ambitious entertainment complex project when announced in 2003, with a total investment cost reaching $64.3 billion. However, the project's progress was severely impacted in 2008 due to the effects of the global economic recession and the financial crisis in Dubai. Subsequently, the Dubai Lens project was relaunched in mid-2013 with a total investment capital of up to $55 billion. As of now, 22 projects are under construction, and the entire Dubai Lens project is expected to be operational by 2025. This entertainment complex, once completed, will cover a total area of up to 278 square kilometers, including 45 main projects and 200 auxiliary projects. It will be twice the size of Disney World Resort and become the largest entertainment park complex in the world. Very soon, this bold idea will become a reality. Right in the middle of Dubai's scorching desert, a new resort paradise is about to rise. With massive hotels, shopping centers, sports complexes, ocean parks, and even an artificial ski slope. Here are the natural English translations for the given Vietnamese text. Here is another large-scale project from the United Arab Emirates, Almaty International Airport. When it first opened in 2010, this international airport had only one runway and served only cargo flights. By 2011, this airport was able to handle commercial flights and served a total of 410,278 passengers in 2016. Without matching the first half of 2015, Almaty has outpaced many competitors to become one of the busiest airports in the country. But the journey of this airport doesn't end there, as the expansion plan through 2017 is still underway. The goal is to turn this place into the world's busiest airport. According to the original plan, this project was scheduled for completion in 2017, but due to the impact of the global financial crisis, progress was delayed beyond expectations. And the final result was pushed back another 10 years. Once completed, Almaty will become the world's largest airport in terms of both scale and passenger capacity, with a total area of up to 280 square kilometers. The cargo transport capacity reaches 12 million tons per year, while also being able to serve between 160 to 260 million passengers annually. This area will be arranged around a logistics center, integrated with a golf resort, commercial zone, and residential area featuring luxury hotels. Almaty is capable of handling all types of aircraft, with the ability to accommodate up to 4 flights simultaneously. The city boasts 5 parallel runways, each 4.5 kilometers long. The total estimated cost of this expansion project reaches approximately $33 billion. Almaty has become the world's most valuable airport project, with an estimated total cost of up to $82 billion. The Dubai government expects a strong surge in passenger numbers, while also transforming the city into a key aviation hub for travelers from Asia-Pacific, South Asia, the Middle East, Africa, and Europe. North-South Water Transfer Project. The South-North Water Diversion Project is a large-scale initiative designed to transfer water from southern rivers to supply arid regions in northern China. This massive project is expected to be completed by 2050, with an estimated cost of around $90 billion in 2002 value. The Southern Water North Diversion Project, once completed, will become the largest irrigation system in the world. This massive project is expected to be completed by 2050, and according to 2002 estimates, China will need to spend approximately $90 billion to carry it out. The South-North Water Diversion Project will become the world's largest water conservancy project, capable of transferring nearly 50 billion cubic meters of water annually to urban areas in northern China. This volume is 1.2 times the storage capacity of the Three Gorges Dam. This massive project also connects 4 major rivers of China, including the Yangtze River, the Yellow River, the Hai River, and the Huai River. According to the initial plan, the south to north water diversion project includes 3 main water pipelines running from the south to the north, passing through 3 key regions of China: the east, the central, and the west. After being approved by China's State Council, the project officially launched the eastern route in December 2022. About a year later, in 2003, the Central Line also officially began construction. Along with the project's implementation, a special limited liability company was established to oversee the construction, operation, and communication for this project. In each province where the project passes through, the local authorities must establish a water supply company to manage the infrastructure system and administrative matters within their jurisdiction. To date, the eastern route and the central route have transported approximately 147 billion cubic meters of water since their operation began, delivering tangible benefits to hundreds of millions of people. Despite considerable controversy, this project is still regarded as one of the outstanding engineering achievements and a source of pride for China. Beijing also hopes that the south to north water diversion project will become a tourist attraction in the future, similar to the success that the Three Gorges Dam has achieved. Railway ineptitude. In modern history, railways have always held a pivotal position as the lifeblood of industry, efficiently transporting both goods and people. At the same time, this also helps strengthen transnational relationships, connecting continents and diverse cultures. However, by the early 2000s, most Middle Eastern countries still had not been able to establish their own railway systems. Therefore, the 6 member states of the Gulf Cooperation Council include Bahrain, Kuwait, Oman, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, and the United Arab Emirates. We worked together to find a solution to this problem. At the 30th GCC summit held in December 2009, representatives from 6 countries have unanimously approved a plan to develop a domestic railway, named the Vung Vinh Railway or GCC Railway. According to the plan, the route will start from Kuwait City, run along the Arabian Gulf coast, and pass through Bahrain, Qatar, the UAE, and Oman. Many poets have chosen Arabia as their destination after departing. The Vung Vinh Railway network will span a total length of 2,177 kilometers with an estimated total value of up to $250 billion. Each GCC member country is responsible for implementing the project portion within its own territory. At the same time, the costs will be allocated based on each country's proportion of the railway length. Thus, the United Arab Emirates and Saudi Arabia will have to spend the least, followed by Oman, Qatar, Kuwait, and Bahrain in that order. The Vung Vinh Railway project has faced numerous difficulties during implementation, primarily due to financial funding challenges. When oil prices fluctuate incessantly, the 6 involved nations also failed to reach a consensus on shared interests. Therefore, the completion date of this project cannot be precisely determined due to uncertainties regarding the joint venture scale and operational model. The Neom Ritual of the Hidden Palace. With a total budget of up to $500 billion, Neom is a flagship project in the Vision 2030 plan and has been underway since 2016. To diversify Saudi Arabia's oil-dependent economy. With its strategic location on the Red Sea coast, a key route transporting nearly 13% of global trade goods. And just one flight can reach up to 40% of the world's population. Neom is expected to become a key international trade hub. According to the new plan, the total planned area of Neom is 26,500 square kilometers, divided into several distinct zones. In this, the City of the Line has been announced as one of the main routes. With a scene straight out of a sci-fi movie about the future. The line will consist of 2 parallel skyscrapers. This road stretches about 170 kilometers across the desert and is entirely lined with glass. Additionally, the Saudi Arabian government confidently declared, the Neom project will harness endless energy through a vast solar panel system spread across the desert. Along with the greenhouse area for food supply, this zone has also been restored with marine coral reefs to enhance the landscape and balance the ecosystem. Moreover, Neom is also the planned location for Oshagan, the world's largest floating city. Currently, this project is still being vigorously promoted by the Saudi Arabian government, despite facing considerable skepticism about its feasibility. Critics argue that the carbon emissions from the construction of this project are a concerning issue. Many architects believe this is just a pipe dream. Nevertheless, the Neom project is making strong strides toward becoming a reality. The construction of this project is still in its initial stages, but the Saudi Arabian government is actively attracting more talent from around the world. Industries such as tourism, technology, and entertainment have attracted many people to come here to live and work. According to some sources, the Neom project is offering salaries of up to $1.1 million per year for executive positions. The U.S. Interstate Highway System. The United States is one of the countries that has most successfully applied materialism. A prosperous society always requires constant motion. Particularly, road and highway construction should be regarded as a key solution to alleviate congestion and generate new momentum for the economy. The U.S. Congress first approved the construction of the federal highway system in 1944. But the second generation caused this plan to be delayed multiple times before it was officially approved in 1956. Dwight D. Eisenhower National System of Interstate and Defense Highways. With a total length of over 78,000 kilometers, this system has become the lifeblood of the economy. This system connects over 200 major cities across the country and is considered the most successful investment decision of the United States. Some experts frankly assert that life for the locals here would have been vastly different without the federal highway system. They will have to cram into overcrowded cities, and traffic congestion will make traveling between urban areas difficult. Higher distribution costs will drive up product prices. This highway system is the driving force that propelled America to a level of prosperity far beyond expectations. And this also serves as a stepping stone for the nation to maintain its superpower status as it enters the 21st century. Precisely for this reason, despite having spent up to approximately $558 billion on the federal highway system. But currently, the United States is still planning to build more highways in the future. Here is the list of the 10 most expensive projects in the world. Hello everyone. See you in the upcoming videos.